Welcome back, boys and girls. This is Outdoors Jeff, doing another review video for you here. This is one I've wanted to do for a while. It's the first time I've had time to actually get this together. This is the, I don't think I'm going to pronounce it right, Oileus pop-up tent. Now, I'm going to show you the pros and cons of this tent. We have it over here. This is the bag it comes in. So, as you can see right off the bat, this is a large tent when it's folded up. I mean, you're looking at, good, 3.5, 4 foot circle. So, let's take a look at this thing. We're going to show you how this pops up here. And again, I apologize. I don't have a tripod or anything to hold this thing up, so it is what it is. So we undo that strap right there, let that hang off the bottom. That's what kind of tethers this whole thing together. And we're just gonna let it fly, and presto, she turns into a tent. Kinda, sorta. And this is gonna be part of the review here, some of the drawbacks of this tent. Now, right off the bat, again, this is the Oileus 6-person pop-up tent. So you can see it's a good sized tent, which was what I was looking for in a tent. I wanted something roomy, spacious inside. The first thing you'll notice with a pop-up tent, they don't sit flat. You see, we're kind of sitting like a banana here. This just kind of sits off the ground and pops right up. That's the nature of the product, okay? That's how it's designed. You have to stake it into the ground, this is the first thing I don't like about it. Because I know some people will use their tents for beach camping. Others will use their tents for what's becoming popular now in a lot of camping areas, especially in state parks, up here in New England anyway. People are building platforms, wooden platforms, and you have to put your tents up on those, which is kind of lame, kind of not really like camping, but that's what they're doing. You're not going to be able to do that with this. You're not going to stake this down in the beach sand and sit flat. You're not going to stake it down on a wooden platform unless you bring, a cordless drill and some screws and washers with you. That's one thing I don't like about this tent. Now, let's move on to number 2. We have a door and a window on this end, and we have a door and a window on this end. Great. Multiple people, you can get in and out without climbing over people. I like that. We have a skylight here, canopy. We have a window on the side and a window on the other side. Now here, great ventilation. That's one thing I look for in a tent. I always want good ventilation. I want to get that humidity out of there. And anybody who's spent any time in a tent knows condensation builds up quick in there. I want as much airflow coming through as I can get. Now here's the problem. So we have these windows. Let's take a look at where the zippers are. Oh, on the outside. So, okay. What's wrong with that, you ask? Well, not a whole lot. If it's nice out, you roll them up. There's the inside of the tent. You roll this up to the little tethers right here, and then you can keep it out like any other tent. Oh, now what if it starts to rain? Okay, now I gotta get some shoes on, come outside in the rain to zip up my window fly. Kind of pointless if you ask me. I don't know why on earth they would be on the exterior instead of on the interior. That is a huge flaw for me. That is a huge flaw. Again, this was all stuff I discovered after buying the tent on Amazon, where I do most of my shopping. So now we're going to open up the end door here. Try to. Not being staked down anyway, it's a little tough. But we're going to show you this. This is a Another drawback I wanted to show you here is that the inside of this, actually, if you look at this material right here, guess what? This is the same material as the sides of the tent. Okay, so what's wrong with that, right? Well, there's a lot wrong with that. This is gonna leak like a sieve. It's gonna, you do not want to be caught out in the rain with this kind of bottom, which is explaining why I got a 10 by 8 tarp sitting here. This is, you know, this is what I have to do. I left the light in here apparently. This material here, the 10 by 8 tarp material, this is what you're gonna need. Just your standard tarp you can buy at any hardware store. You're gonna have to throw that down on either on the interior. I'd recommend on the interior, because on the exterior, water's just gonna get between that tarp and the bottom of your tent anyhow. So kind of defeats the purpose there. Another huge flaw. And anybody that's ever done any camping in New England, you know what the weather's like. You know how humid it gets. You know, that condensation in the morning, that morning dew, that is just going to be a horror show. You're going to wake up in you're going to have your own indoor pond inside your tent. Put it that way. Not a fan. Not a fan of that. Again, it's big, it's roomy, it's very high. I can kneel anywhere in this tent and stand up. Kneeling anyhow. But yeah, some of you might live in a part of the country, or the world even, where this material might serve you. Maybe in a desert, in a dry environment. I really don't know. Even that's so thin, man. That is exactly the same as this over here. There is no difference between these two materials. It's not waterproof. It's, God, any stinging insect or anything could go right through that. A scorpion, anything. For God's sakes, I wouldn't. I would not recommend that. I don't like it. It doesn't have that traditional heavy bottom like this that most tents would have. That had to be the biggest disappointment when I took this out of the package and opened it. That is a huge inconvenience for me, because now I'm working with a tarp inside here, and not something I want to go through. So the pros to this tent: it's big, it's a lot of ventilation. I like that. Great access, good sized doors, get in and out. And unfortunately, that's where the pros end for me with this tent. And I'm gonna be honest with you too. I wish I had a tripod to show you the process of folding this thing back up and getting it in that round package over there. This has to, you literally gotta fold it up in sequences like a taco, stand it on end, and bring it in on its side. You got to be like a geometry major to get this thing back into the shape it was and back into that package right there. And another drawback. Again, here's that 3.5, 4 foot circle. That's as small as it gets. This is by no means a hiking tent, backpacking tent, or anything of the sort. This is, it's got a good weight to it, all packaged up. You're not traveling far with this thing, not conveniently anyhow. So that's the wraps on this thing, folks. Will I use it? Yes, here in the backyard with the kids, whatnot. Would I ever take this out on a camping trip? Probably not. I'm going to be looking into a similar style tent that has the features I'm looking for. Other than that, it does come with a rain fly also, which covers the top, in case any of you were wondering that. And I want to say I paid around $100 for this tent. Probably a little overpriced for what it actually is and the inconveniences you have with it. I'm gonna say, you know, I don't see this being worth any more than $50, to be completely honest with you. Yeah, if you're looking for something more rugged, a little more water resistant, user friendly, I don't suggest this tent. I really don't. This is not going to serve what you're looking for, believe me. It was a letdown for myself. But again, I'll use it here in the yard. You can't, too late to return it now. So, we'll have some fun with it out here. So if any of you are looking into this tent, it's pretty popular on Amazon. It's got a lot of mixed reviews and a lot of reviews saying the same things I just said. So, again, pay attention to what they're made out of. And unfortunately, the description was poor on this one, so I took a gamble and I lost. But that might teach me to, you know, this is one of those kind of items you don't want to buy online. You want to go to a you know, actual, you know, outdoors sporting store or something like that and look at tents where you can see what they're made out of right there on display, so you know what you're getting yourself into before you spend any considerable amount of money. All right, folks, I hope this helped you. If any of you are looking for this tent or looking for info on this tent, you know, one thing, if you do get one, if it's good enough for what you do, practice with it instantly, folding it up, because that is going to be, you're going to take years off your life and grow some gray hairs trying to get this thing back in that package to the shape it was in when I popped it out. Trust me. I acquired a few more grays. All right, folks, thanks for watching. Thumbs up the video if you like it. We'll talk to you soon.